All right, guys, it is coming up on 11:07, and we are zoomed in here over Washington and Mobile counties, as we currently have a tornado warning out of the National Weather Service in Mobile. And there you can see there's your polygon, and this is just south of the area right there near Chatham, Alabama. Now, Chatham is not in the warning per se, but it is just off to your south. All right, so if you are in the polygon warning, you need to go on ahead and be in your safe place. This is also including the areas near Centinel and anybody that is along the 17 corridor, which runs basically from Chatham all the way down to Citronelle there in northern Mobile County. And then also in Washington County as well. Now, this is just off to the west of the McIntosh community. And as you can see, McIntosh is right there along the 43 corridor. And so this is a radar indication of a tornado. So give me just a second. As I'm checking with the National Weather Service in Mobile to see if they're actually going to do anything right now or if they're going to extend the warning over to include the McIntosh area. Now, there are two areas of rotation with this storm, and then also we've got this area that's over here near Tennessee in the Baldwin County area, but that warning, there's no warning over there. However, there is an active warning for northern Mobile and then, of course, Washington County for the possibility of a radar indicated rotation. And this severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Citronelle, moving to the north at 45 miles per hour. Tibby, if you are in the Tibby community, it's going to be around you at 11:30 this morning. So that is a situation that we have ongoing right now. And these are the feeder bands that we were watching earlier today in and around the what is left of Tropical Storm Ida. And so these storms are moving up towards the Tennessee area. And so they're moving from the South Alabama area up to the north. And all of Alabama is going to experience rain and thunderstorms later today and tonight, and possibly some extreme gusty winds as well. So everybody is not out of the question of seeing isolated tornadoes a little bit later on today and then, of course, tomorrow as well. So it's going to be a long afternoon for a lot of the people here in the state of Alabama. So just make sure that you have plenty of ways of receiving warnings. And once again, the Weather Service continues the tornado warning for Mobile and Washington counties until 11:45, and that does include the Tibby community down there in Washington County. Now, here in just about a few minutes, I do believe that the Weather Service will cancel the warning for Mobile because it looks like that the center of circulation has moved a little bit further off to the north. But I also know that there are a couple of areas of rotation near the Tennessee area over here in northern Baldwin County, and then there's another one up here south of the city of Jackson over here in the Clark County area. And just like I said, okay, so if you are watching in northern Mobile County, the Weather Service has canceled the warning for Mobile because the couplet has moved into Washington County. So let me rephrase that again. Mobile County has been dropped from the tornado warning. However, Washington is still in effect until 11:45. So if you are watching in Mobile, the warning is about to be canceled for your area here in just a second. You will see that they will update the warning and put it exclusively into Washington County. So if you're watching in Mobile, if you're watching in Citronelle, if you are watching in Mount Vernon, the warning and the threat is over for you. And as you can see, it is exclusively in Washington County now. So once again, Mobile, you guys are through with this tornado warning. However, if you were in South Central Washington County, you still have the possibility of seeing a spin-up tornado, and this is going to be really close to the Reed Settlement, Alabama area, and then of course over here towards the Seaboard, Alabama area. And once again, this is just off to the west of the 43 corridor, including the McIntosh area, and this is going to be just off to the west of Sunflower and then McIntosh. And basically, this storm is paralleling 43 just off to its west. So if you're watching right now in McIntosh, if you're watching in Sunflower, you guys don't have to do anything because you're not in the warning. However, I would really be on my toes if I was in St. Stephen's, Alabama, or if I was over here in between St. Stephen's and Chatham. I would go ahead and think about being in my safe place, and especially if you were along the 56 corridor or across the Jefferson Davis Highway up here near the Sunflower community and the new Wakefield area as well. Also, Hawthorne, you guys are in the warning as well. And this is in the area down here in Washington County. Now, I do note that there are other signs of rotation that are coming over here towards the Jackson area, and those need to be watched as well because the Weather Service in Mobile very well may issue a tornado warning that includes the city of Jackson, Alabama here momentarily. But the reason that they are warning Washington County is going to be for this area right in here, and this is just off to the west of the city of McIntosh. Actually, it's just a little bit off to the northwest now, but that is the area of concern right there. In the areas near McIntosh. And like I said, there are other signs of rotation across northern Baldwin County right here. And then this one that is about to cross into the areas of Clark County down there near the Jackson community. However, as of right now, neither one of these areas are warned for, but if they continue to tighten up, then I would expect the Weather Service to issue a tornado warning for both of those. And then I do know that there is another area that is trying to develop right here in between McIntosh and Malcolm, and they may issue another tornado warning for that area right down there as well, as these systems continue to race off towards the north and towards the east at times. But they are moving north right now, but they are supposed to start turning a little bit more to the northeast as Ida continues to pull away from this area and move towards the area up here into east central Mississippi. And I can actually really quickly show you the remnants of Ida. And there it is, centered really close to the Jackson, Mississippi area. And any of these feeder bands that are lifting north out of the Gulf, we're going to have to watch for the possibility of isolated tornadoes. And that's basically along the I-43 corridor and points off to the west. So, and we've also, for our friends over here close to the Andalusia area and the Greenville area, we've also got to watch this area of concern, because this band could start producing tornadoes as well over here. Now, there's no active warnings in any place in Alabama except one tornado warning, and that is for Washington County. All of the other ones are being watched by the Weather Service, but they're not prompting a tornado warning for any other area except a small portion of Washington County, and this is in southwest Alabama. So everybody else is seeing some heavy rain, maybe some gusty winds, but there's no active tornado warning other than this one that is right here for the areas in Washington County near the Seaboard community, and then getting up here towards the new Wakefield area as well, and just off to the west of the 43 corridor. So there is your area of rotation that is going to be very broad, but it is still warrant of warning for, and it's going to be right here just off to the east of the Seaboard community and just north of the Reed's Settlement area. Now, if you're watching in Reed's Settlement or in the Sims Chapel area or Chastang, I can go on ahead and give you guys the all clear from this one storm, but there are other storms back to your south that could spin up a possible tornado. So that is the reason that you need to be alert for a little bit later on today and this evening, as well as multiple feeder bands continue to wrap around the center of circulation of what is now Tropical Storm Ida. And the good news is I'm not seeing anything that is down on the correlation coefficient, which is the radar's algorithm of showing debris signatures and showing debris being picked up. And so I'm not seeing any signs of any kind of debris signatures anywhere across South Alabama. And so that is good, but that does not mean that one could not touch down at any time. And thus the reason that the Weather Service okay. All right. Well, just as I say that, the Weather Service in Mobile has canceled the tornado warning. Now, they have canceled it for Washington County, and that's usually what happens. These storms pop up, these rotations start to weaken, and then they are gone. So the tornado warning for Washington County has now been allowed to expire and is being canceled. And there is a tornado warning that is down here near the Pascagoula, Mississippi area, near the Moss Point area. And let me just go on ahead and cut on the radar, and you can see that if you were watching over here towards the 56 corridor in Mobile County, or if you're watching over here towards the Moffett, Worley, or Fairview area, you need to watch the progression of this storm that is down here near the Pascagoula area, as that one could also take a track into the Mobile area. Now, of course, what I mean by that is moving into Mobile County, not moving into the city of Mobile. So I will continue to keep an eye on everything for the remainder of the day. I will continue to watch these two areas right here, the one that is south of Jackson, and then the one that is coming out of southern or northern Mobile County. And so I will continue to watch all of this area and be back here as soon as another warning is issued right here only on social media. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday. And as always, God bless. And I'm going to leave the stream up for just a little while. And I will be back here periodically, but I'm going to leave the radar up for now.